get just before you get your mock test back, and once you get it, you see that you got an F. It's embarrassing, right? Grades are a necessary part of education, but what they aren't a necessary part of is self-esteem. Grades don't define us. What defines us is the changes education makes within us. So maybe I got a B or a C on the last exam, but am I better overall for having taken the class? When you finish the test, what's the first thing you're thinking about? What grade you're going to get? Students worry too much about grades. Take for example, if your teacher returned an algebra test and you got a 75% or a C, that doesn't mean you're bad at algebra altogether. Maybe it means you need help with a specific topic. In school, getting an A meant you knew it all. Getting a B meant you didn't quite know it all. C meant you knew enough to pass. D meant you were on the verge of failing. And F meant you failed. Unfortunately, the information in most report cards is severely limited, providing little or no support for learning. In fact, grades actively punish slower learners by rewarding most or all of their learning efforts with bad news, and they aren't much better for fast learners either. Grades have been shown to undermine learning, reduce trust in adults, dampen enthusiasm for learning, reward cheating, and teach students to value grades over learning itself. Is the goal of school, including college, mainly achievement, success, and accomplishment? Or is the focus on learning the actual skills that people will need or want outside of school? Parents usually ask, how are you doing in school, or what grade did you get, instead of what are you learning, or did you learn anything new today? Regular report cards make it hard for teachers to find areas in which students are struggling with. The first reason being, students aren't good at everything. For example, if you had a project in English class in which you had to draw on a chart on an A4 paper, and you weren't exactly the most creative person, you would lose a lot of marks for creativity for that, which in turn would bring down your grade. And on the report card, it would show that you're not good at English. Secondly, you could have a student that excels in English, but a few missed homeworks would make it look like he's struggling in it. Grades take the focus away from learning. It is basically one big distraction. Students worry more about grades than learning itself. Personally, I believe schools should just ditch the regular report cards. School is an environment for learning. It's a game you play for grades and how many A's you can collect. If school put learning before testing and memorizing as the top standard, then the letter F would not stand for failure. It would stand for find another answer. Moving on to a more pressing issue, homework. The one thing in every child's nightmares. Whenever my teacher would say, no homework for today, my classmates would be delighted. Teachers usually, when giving homework, tell the students to do a set of questions and hand it in the next day. Now, there's nothing wrong with that, but homework should be given in a way that makes students curious about the subject or want to learn more about it. Homework should be fun, challenging, and something students can look forward to, or something they can enjoy. The reason a lot of students' grades are down is because they don't have any curiosity for learning about the subject, therefore leading to no homework done. I'm going to ask a simple question. Who here plays games on their phones? Did you know that you could also learn something from games? There's a software with the sole purpose of replacing homework and making it more fun. It takes the challenging and learning aspects of homework and the action and adventure of video games and puts them into one. The result, Classcraft. Classcraft is a new game-based approach to teaching. Once students collect points by answering questions, they can unlock cool power-ups and clothing for their avatar. Imagine it, playing games in math class. Unfortunately, not all schools have this feature. There is also another website that I am very sure many of you are familiar with, Khan Academy. Khan Academy started from one man tutoring his cousins on YouTube to a 150-person organization providing world-class education for no cost. Khan Academy has thousands of videos on topics ranging from biology to economics. A countless number of schools say that Khan Academy has a major impact in the environment inside the classroom, and it will continue to do so as long as it is here. Khan Academy has sparked an interest in topics like mathematics, which students would find boring or time-consuming. In fact, people are consumed with joy and curiosity when learning a new subject. Sometimes it's hard and sometimes it's needed, but learning happens all around us in ways like TED Talks, podcasts, lectures at libraries, learning from WikiHow, anywhere. And if school was really interested in our personal and academic success, students would wake up later, have more freedom, and homework a lot less. And this isn't just my opinion, it's been scientifically tested and proven. Students would get more benefit from an extra hour of sleep than putting them through the torture of an extra essay, reading 150 pages, doing problems 1 through 60 on a worksheet, having 3 projects due by the end of the week. Not only is it pointless pain, but it's also dim-witted. Because we get so much work, but they don't teach us the time management skills to deal with it. Basically, what I'm saying is there's a difference between people who are smart and people who score better.